Hey everyone, it's Hayes, and today we're doing something a little different. As you've probably deduced, because Layla cannot stay silent for this long, this episode is just me. Layla is going to do one next week. It's just some pretty busy weeks coming up, and we didn't think we were able to schedule something together. And, we also just wanted to let you guys hear from us a little bit individually. But what's fun is that we're both going to be answering the same questions, just a little bit about what it's like being a blind podcaster. So, yeah. All right, first question. What is your favorite part of podcasting? Well, I like a lot of things. It's honestly a lot more fun than I expected it to be. I really love getting to work with Layla. She is one of my best friends ever. I've known her since I was like 6 years old, probably. So, we grew up together, and it's really nice to have like a built-in reason to talk to each other because we live far away and schedules get kind of chaotic. We don't end up talking, but like this kind of forces us to talk, which is really nice. But also it's really cool that we've gotten to hear from people who are also blind or sometimes aren't and just enjoy the podcast and, learn something from it. It's really cool to hear from other blind people that are like, this is kind of like cool because I feel like there aren't a lot of like blind people in media, blind teens specifically. And so I feel like that's really fun, I think it's cool that we've had people say that we were like mentors to like younger blind kids. That was like really exciting to hear. So like the community, but then also just, getting to spend more time with my bestie. Least favorite. Definitely editing. I really hate editing. Layla's gonna learn it soon though. Don't worry. It's gonna be an amazing day when I don't have to edit the episode. It's like not that bad. I use a program called Goldwave. I can do like an Instagram reel on it if you want to see how I work that completely blind, but it's like not too hard. It's just kind of tedious work and you have to go listen to it, and it usually gets edited Saturday morning at like 11, and if we post them Saturday at noon, so we don't leave like much time for me to actually like do it. Well, I shouldn't say we, that's like all me, so I procrastinate on that a lot because I really don't like it, but sometimes it's fun. I loved finding the clips for the DSTC advent calendar. Funny behind the scenes moment that people wouldn't know about. Well, actually, Layla didn't have Instagram before we got the podcast page. The only reason she got Instagram was because of the podcast page. She gets it. She becomes obsessed with it. She doesn't log into the podcast account for a while, which is really funny because she was like supposed to help me with it. Now she's logged in and she'll help with stuff, but that was really funny. I was like, when are you gonna sign into this? Eventually she did though, and since I had made the account because I had Instagram and I just figured it would be easier because she was trying to sign up for her own, it logged her into my account. And she texted me and she was like, hey, I have access to your full Instagram account. And I was like, great. She's like the only person that I would like actually be like chill with, or other than like my mom. My mom's the best. But yeah, I was like, you know what, Layla, I trust you. And she eventually removed herself because she got annoyed with how many notifications I had. I don't even use Instagram that much, so I don't know why I had so many, but apparently I did. So but she was like threatening to like follow random people. She was gonna follow her band teacher. That would have been really confusing to him, to just have some random blind high schooler follow him. Glad she didn't do that. Biggest mishap while filming. We didn't post last Saturday because we recorded a whole episode on cooking. We record on Zoom and I X'd out of the Zoom meeting and the thing didn't save. I don't know why. It just like wasn't there. We even looked in like the Zoom history and like it didn't pop up the thing that it usually does to save. So that was a lot of fun. So we had no episode for that week. That was pretty sad. And then this week we posted on, I don't know days of the week. I do, but I can't think right now. Thursday we posted an April Fool's episode. And we were doing a video episode because it had to relate to emojis. It was a lot of fun. We had our friends on it. Go check it out. It was really cool. But yeah, we also figured I couldn't edit that. But I edited the whole audio in the thing I use, Goldwave, because it lets you import video files. Well, little did I know, it doesn't import them as video. So I edited the whole audio clip, added music and everything, which, like, you guys know I don't do because I'm, like, not that good of an editor. And I did it all before realizing that the thing didn't, like, keep the video with it and I couldn't save the video. So that was a lot of fun, and we had to have someone edit it for us. Layla's friend, Cadell, shout out to you. Thank you so much for doing that, because we were, like, panicking. So I know that was 2, and it asked for 1, but, you know, those were, like, the biggest, like, oops. Like, we were really cooked moments, so. Okay, this one's, like, cliche, but why did you start podcasting? So, like, we've kind of talked about this before, but me and Layla did a speech together at this event for Waypoint, which is a thing that provides, like, nature programs to people with all types of disabilities, not just blindness, but they do stuff for us, and it just went really well. We really work well together because we've known each other so long, and we're, like, one mind at this point. But I think me and her both also are just really into spreading messages about, like, blind awareness. I really like talking. Like, I love, like, public speaking and that kind of stuff. So I just thought that a podcast would be really good. And, you know, the more people, even if one person, you know, learns something about blindness and starts, you know, treating us like normal people, that would be a win for me. And, you know, that is really just kind of like a basic answer, but I just really enjoy talking about stuff and things that are important to me, and yeah, blindness is one of them. And so I was like, you know, cool. And also, like, I just thought it would, like, be fun. I don't know, you know, you can do a lot of cool stuff, interact with cool people. And I also like the fact that for a podcast, I can literally do what I'm doing now and sit in a room with my pajamas, literally just woken up, not brushed my hair yet, and no one knows. So you know, that's also kind of why we decided on podcasting specifically. What's your favorite episode you've ever released? Favorite episode to film was probably, this one, like, actually didn't get a whole lot of traction. I would need to check the exact view counts. I have no clue. But we did this one, it was something, I don't remember the exact name, but it was about, like, the realities of blindness, like, the struggles that we face. I feel like that's something that's not talked about a whole lot, and so I guess it was just, like, if I would have heard that in, like, middle school, whenever I was, like, you know, your typical angsty middle schooler, I think that would have meant a lot to me. So I was just hoping that at least someone would hear it and feel the same. It's more of a downer episode, so, you know, maybe not something you'd want to listen to, like, when you're trying to, like, get hyped up or just, like, have a laugh with your friends. It's definitely not, like, funny, but, you know, it was a little more serious, but it was fun to film, so just feels good to talk about those things. I feel like a lot of times you want to spread the good things and look capable, but I think it's just as important to acknowledge that sometimes you do have to work harder and that is tiring, and that's okay to be tired by it, and it doesn't mean you're failing at life. It, you know, just means that you're human and you struggle with things. So go check out that episode if you know, have the time. I think it was I don't know, it was just, like, powerful to film and talk about and get that out there, because I think that's one of the most important things people need to talk about is, like, it's okay to just be tired. So maybe, like, funnest episode, though, that wasn't just, like, I feel like this needs to be said, was I really like the Would You Rather one. It was kind of nice to not do an episode about being blind, because sometimes I like talking about it, but sometimes it's nice to just talk about different stuff. So that was a lot of fun, and I love arguing with Layla about things because she's my bestie, so we can do that. So we debated certain things, and that was pretty fun. So that's a more like fun episode. If you want to get someone into the podcast, maybe don't start with us talking about things we find hard about blindness. Start with us laughing at ourselves. What is a moment that when you go back and re-listen to the podcast episode? I don't do that. I don't like hearing myself talk. What is a moment that when you go back and re-listen to the podcast episode, if I did, hypothetically, I guess is the question, then, like, what's a moment that still makes you laugh? There are so many. Layla is absolutely hilarious. Like, she makes me laugh in person, like, when we're not filming, when we're filming. One thing that I find really funny is we were talking about how a bunch of people always Google when blind people, or how blind people know when to stop wiping. And we were like, oh, we should have like actually clicked on that, because we did an episode talking about the most Googled questions. We were like, we should actually click on that. And then we went and Googled it, and it was like they sniff their toilet paper. Like, it's easy enough to just smell it and know whenever there's no scent. And that was actually hilarious, because like that is not what happens. And we laughed pretty hard at that when we found that one. There probably are some that I am forgetting about, because I don't like regularly watch or listen back to the episodes, so I don't know. What is the most embarrassing thing you think you've ever said on the podcast? Good thing is I'm the editor, so I edit those out. In this one episode where we were sharing some of our embarrassing moments, actually, it wasn't one of those moments. It was the fact that I was like, hey, Layla, I'm gonna like tap you if you're speaking too long about yours, and you're gonna tap me if I'm speaking too long about mine, because we didn't feel like, you know, having each other ramble about things for 10 minutes straight like I'm doing right now. We like to, you know, just kind of help each other out if we're trying to move it along, because our goal is to be in anywhere between like 15 to 35 minutes, because TikTok has ruined people's attention spans. And I know I'm not going to sit down and listen to an hour-long episode, and I highly doubt most of y'all are, because most people that listen are like in my age group. See, I'm doing it again. But like we try and stop each other from rambling. And I was like, yeah, I'll tap you, you'll tap me if we're talking too long, and I'll edit this out. I literally said in there, I'll edit this out. Somehow I missed that and did not edit it out, and it literally got put in the episode. And that was really embarrassing. No one told me until my mom mentioned it. This episode had been out for like 2 weeks, and multiple people had commented on it, and no one told me. So yeah, that was pretty sad, actually. I was like thinking about like deleting the whole podcast and like being done and running away to another country. I didn't think I was gonna get over that one, but hey, at least it was in an embarrassing moments episode. It was actually pretty fitting, so I guess I'm glad it happened. Maybe not, but I'm glad it happened in that episode. Okay, last one that's also kind of cliche. What advice would you give to people who want to start their own podcast? I've actually been asked this before, so I've kind of thought about this. Honestly, the first episode is the hardest. I was like terrified to post our first episode. I was like, what if no one cares? What if no one likes it? What if people leave bad comments and stuff? But once you get the first episode out there and at least realize, hey, it's not like the world's gonna explode and like, you know, catastrophic things are gonna happen, I think it's a lot easier to continue posting. And once you kind of, you know, you have to get in the flow. Like, I'm used to talking with Layla, so right now this is kind of like, what am I doing? It's probably why it's like not going to be as long as some of our episodes, because me and Layla just get distracted talking to each other. But once you post the first episode, everything gets a lot easier, and really no one is like going to remember or care if you post one bad podcast episode that you don't like and you decide you don't like it and then you never pick it back up again. But you will care if you never try. This is really cliche territory here, but, it's true. So you just gotta get out there and just post one, and then the next ones after that get a lot easier. So it's a lot of fun. If you ever are thinking about it, you can always leave a comment, reach out to me and Layla. We have an Instagram page, so we'd love to listen. If anyone has a podcast, we'd love to listen to it. So yes, it's a lot of fun. All right, thank you guys so much for listening. Layla should post hers next week, so that'll be exciting. I think it'll be cool to see if me and her have any of the same answers. So, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know if you want us to do more individual episodes or if you like us better together. I love filming with Layla, so I like filming with her more, but this was cool. So comment down below if you have a podcast or if you have any more questions you'd like either me or Layla to answer. We can always do another Q&A. Tell us if you have podcast episode ideas. Go follow the Instagram for reels. We've kind of been slacking on that, but we'll lock in again. Yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. We won't see you later.